Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now they try the right side here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Elway to throw. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Throwing now, Elway on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 105 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
To throw is Elway, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
And they come off a tough loss last week. And what's their reward? A 2nd straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to Newsom. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Flush to his... And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Elway to throw on second. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Elway rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Single.
Second down in inches. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Elway. Forced out to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Elway, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check. Check safety.
Check, big grip.
To throw again. Elway, flush to his right. The throw right sideline is complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Elway. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Point after here coming up. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
He's checking. Topper!
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Flushed out right. He finds his man Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Elway now off of play action, eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now it's Elway. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns get a score closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Point after, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what
blitz coming, and down he goes. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. On 3rd down, Elway. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Elway wants to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
Here's Elway. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Elway, eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. One final shot, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.